Hello, moviegoers, and welcome to another edition of Have You Seen It? I am your host, Denise, and this week I am going to briefly recap the Academy Award prediction show from last week. If you watched the show last week, and I hope you did, you know who my predictions were for Best Actor and Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, and Best Picture. I also added a second person. So if the person that I felt was pretty primed to win that award and they didn't, I had someone as a backup. And I just want to let you know that I was 100%. I got every actor and actress correct and Best Picture correct. So if you didn't watch the show last week, I need you to go back and watch the Academy Awards prediction show so that you can see exactly what my predictions were. So I'm not making this up, okay? So there you have it. So I'm going to go into my review for this week. This week, I'm reviewing a movie that I watched on Hulu. And this particular actor, the lead actor in this movie, was one of my Academy Award nominees or persons that I thought should have been nominated and was a snub. So I figured, let me go ahead and review his movie so you guys can kind of see for yourself. So the movie in question is All of Us Strangers. I saw this on Hulu. The actor in question is Andrew Scott. He is the main character. And, well, he's one of the main characters. And the other actors in this movie are Paul Mescal, Claire Foy, and Jamie Bell. Okay, stay with me with this because at the end of this movie, I literally said, what did I just watch? And it was a slowly paced movie, but I stayed with it because I was just curious as to, what story are we trying to tell here? What's really going on? So what you have is a writer. Andrew Scott is the main character, and he's a writer based in London, and he is gay. And he lives in a high-rise, I'll say condo complex, but it seems that he and one other person are the only occupants of this condo building, because they're the only people you really see, coming and going in that complex. Well, our lead character, Adam, that is his name, he is preoccupied with memories of a time in his life that happened when he was about 12 years old. And his parents were killed in an accident. And the rhythm of his life revolves around memories and him going back to his old neighborhood where he once lived. And when he goes back to this neighborhood, he sees his parents living their lives exactly as they were when they passed. Okay? So imagine just, having a memory of a time in your life and you kind of step into that memory and relive it in your present life. So I'm watching this movie and I'm trying to understand where the character is coming from, and I'm like, okay, is he dreaming that this is happening, or is he awake, but every time he visits the house, that's when these memories flood and he just moves with it? Okay? Now, all the while that he's experiencing these memories and reliving these situations, he is embarking on a relationship with the other tenant, the known tenant in this condominium apartment. And so those two kind of hook up and, tiptoe into a relationship. But again, when Adam is having these memories or thoughts or images of his parents, he has conversations, for example, with his mother, at a point where he realizes at a very young age that he may have feelings for, members of the same sex. So you see him having that interaction with his mom. You see the mom and dad interacting with each other. You see the three of them interacting, not only as a young boy, but as, an adult. So with this movie, you really have to pay attention and focus, because the ending surprised me. I wasn't expecting that ending, and it was at that point that I'm like, wait a minute. Let's back up. What did I miss? And I'm watching the movie from start to finish. So it's emotional, it's tragic, it's sad. There's a lot of grief that this man is dealing with, and there are twists and turns. So again, that's why you've got to pay attention. It's heartbreaking, and as you're watching this character, go through all of these emotions and these interactions, you feel for him because, at a young age, you lose your parents, and still as a grown man now, 30 years later or so, you are still grieving in an enormous way. And so, you can't help but think about, that could be any of us grieving the loss of, a parent or any close family member, and you just keep going back to that time period and forcing yourself to have conversations where unanswered questions are revealed, and thoughts that you had are now put out on the table, and that conversation that you wish you had or you forgot you had are now coming into play. So it's a deep film, and it's about 2 hours, but I think it's worth a watch in a very unique kind of way. So that is my review this week, All of Us Strangers on Hulu. All right, so I'm going to jump into my Nailed It. And my Nailed It is not a particular character, because the movie itself, I can't believe I stayed with it, but it's not even worth reviewing. But I will give kudos to the wardrobe and makeup of Kelly Rowland in the movie Mea Culpa. It's a Tyler Perry movie, so you get what you get and don't get upset. But the movie itself is nothing to write home about, but the wardrobe, the makeup that she was, given fashion vibes all over the screen, I did enjoy. And that's about it for that particular movie. So Kelly Rowland and her beautiful makeup and wardrobe for the movie Mea Culpa is my nailed it. All right, folks. So you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button. And remember, we are available on every podcast platform in the universe. Just type in, have you seen it, with Denise, and there I will be. So remember, put some comments, down below. Let me know if you watched the Academy Awards, what you thought, did you have any surprises or what have you. We'd love to chat with you and see how you felt about it. So until next week, moviegoers, you know what to do. I need you to see a movie because I'm going to see a movie. Until next week, bye-bye.